Welcome to today's virtual tour where we bring Israel to you. A number of years ago, archaeologists digging in Goliath's ancient hometown of Gath uncovered an altar used in biblical times. As CBN correspondent Julie Stahl reports, they learned a lot about the Philistines and their culture. Take a look.
In the Bible, Gath was known as the most prominent city of the Philistines, arch enemy of the Israelites. That's where archaeologists discovered the ancient altar.
That's the corner of an altar, a large stone altar. And as in the biblical description that the horned altar, the altar with the four horns, that's what we have here.
CBN News was at the dig site when a Korean theology student and an Israeli teenager uncovered the first horn of the altar.
And it's beautifully made out of stone, and it's a perfect example of the type of cult that goes on during the First Temple period. And this is an astounding find.
Professor Aaron Meir is leading the excavations at Gath, and about 100 archaeologists and volunteers from many countries are part of his team.
We're excavating here levels which date to the Iron Age, which would be equivalent to let's say the period of the First Temple, in Jewish history. They were a very sophisticated culture. An urban-oriented culture. And this is as opposed to the Israelites, who were at that time very simple tribesmen.
While Goliath is probably the most famous resident, Meir says 15 seasons of digging have helped to round out the picture of the Philistines.
The Israelites, they were facing a group of people who were probably much more organized, much more sophisticated, and they were probably had the military upper hand.
Years before David killed Goliath, Samson also fought the Philistines. After his capture, the Bible says Samson took his revenge by collapsing a temple with his great strength.
We have a structure here which is apparently a Philistine temple. It has at the center two large pillar bases, and it is reminiscent of the story of Samson knocking down the pillars.
Other proof discovered at the site shows the destruction of the city around 830 BC.
We have houses that collapsed and burnt down with hundreds and hundreds of vessels in situ in these houses. And we can connect this to an event that's mentioned in the biblical text. In 2 Kings 12, it says that Hazael, the king of Aram Damascus, campaigned to Philistia, captured Gath.
Many archaeologists won't say their work proves the Bible, but it's hard to deny the facts on the ground. Julie Stahl, CBN News, Tel El Safi, Israel.
On tomorrow's virtual tour, we'll take a look at another Philistine archaeological site that offers more clues about that ancient people who were one of the key enemies of the Israelites in the Bible. We'll see you then.